Hey, welcome back in Radio Row here on a Friday. Claibs Online is where we are, and you see the sponsors there on the bottom of the screen. Triton Consulting, Western Illinois University, Munganess St. Louis Acura, Kevin Miller with Caldwell Banker Gundaker, and Bootleggin Barbecue. And joining us now virtually is a Steinberg Sports client who will be entering the NFL draft here in just, it's a matter of weeks now. He is Haskell Garrett, the Ohio State Buckeye. Haskell, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You know what? As I'm reading your bio and I'm going through everything that you have done in your career, high school, college, personal life, everything else, you are the perfect guy for one of those, for the backstories that they are going to do come draft day. It seems there has been, you could write a book already in your early 20s.
No, yeah, it's truly been a journey getting to this point. It wasn't a straight path, sort of say. It was definitely one that had bumps and curves and different exits, but definitely finally got to my destination and where I want to be, and doing the sport that I love.
And it feels like guys in that situation, they'll appreciate it a lot more when it comes to it. I was talking to somebody earlier this week, and we're talking about all the good guys in the NFL, all the good people. But yet, when one guy, takes his shirt off and runs off the field, that's the one guy that makes all the headlines for the entire week. It seems like the ones out there who fought to get where they are don't get the love they deserve.
Yeah, no, we're just kind of, those unseen. We do the work that's supposed to be done both on and off the field, and just what's required, not required, but what comes with the sport, and more so, it's just sad that sometimes you get guys that do foolishness actions, and it reflects on all of us, and so we're just those guys that just keep on doing what we do, and putting that good, not only on the field but in the world, with the platform that we have.
Coming from a university like the Ohio State, I can't. I've never been there and seen the horseshoe or anything like that. But I imagine the halls are just filled with pictures of all of the NFL players and all of the legends of the past, right?
Oh yeah, I got greats everywhere. That you have all those photos dating back to like 1905, where and it's just a very historical place, and you kind of, well, you would say like the football holy grail, and definitely a truly special place, not just to football itself, but to me, the university, and any football person all over the world.
How motivating is that to know that that's when you see the guys and you see their NFL careers, that's where you want to be.
It's very inspirational. There's a lot of motivation and inspiration that comes with that, and that's why I chose Ohio State, because of the standard that's upheld there, and what you have to always do day in and day out, to uphold that standard, and push that bar continuously, every year.
We're here on Radio Row in Los Angeles, and I'm interested to hear. We know the backstory for Joe Burrow. We know where he came from, and then where he went, and now drafted by the Bengals. So, as a Buckeye, how do you view Joe Burrow?
Oh, and I view Joe Burrow as he's a hard worker. He's a great guy. I was fortunate enough to play with him during his tenure at the Ohio State, and just being around him. He's a true competitor, somebody who loves the game. He has a great family behind him. He's just a hard worker. Those guys. Coach Mick always talks about dirty hard work. Guys that want to get their hands dirty and just do what needs to be done. And Joe is just one of those guys who wants to do everything in his ability possible to win a game, and he's a true competitor. And I loved playing with him.
Yeah, and it's with the transfer portal being the way that it is now, and how it kind of ramped up. I imagine it's probably hard to hold guys, and be upset when they leave, just kind of looking for what's best for them, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a case by case situation. I think that sometimes it's guys just want to play, and as much as we hate to realize it, but football is becoming, it's a business, but it's also a game, and guys sometimes they need to do what's best for them and their family. But me personally, I love staying. I was growing up on old values. You stay true to your word, and your word is gold. Um, you're really judged by a person and their word and what they do. But at the same time, it's a case by case situation with the transfer portal. And I truly believe that, when you commit and say something, like me personally, I didn't decommit. I didn't take any other official visits than the place that I committed to, which was the Ohio State. And truly attest to just really how my parents raised me, and how I go about when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it, and see it all the way through.
Speaking of Ohio State legends, right over my shoulder over there, it's the Pat McAfee show, and AJ Hawk sitting down with him, as he does each and every day. Was there a time at Ohio State where one of those former players came back and you were maybe a little starstruck, or a guy that taught you, that gave you a little bit of knowledge as to your next steps in the NFL?
Yeah, I'd say, just I wouldn't more so say starstruck. It was just seeing, bona fide brother of mine. You see those Orlando Paces, you see the Joey Bosa's, you see, the Ezekiel Elliott's, guys like that who come back and show their respects to the coaches, and the institution for getting them where they are today. You see how much that they miss, being there, and they talk about it all the time. The Terry McLaurin's, Terry came back in at dinner. He would talk about, the brotherhood, the competitive excellence, and how much it's more, it's a profession and it's a job, but just the camaraderie that you have, um, moving forward, not only from college and to the NFL. And it's just, they talked about how much more so you have to dial it in, and get those routines, those daily routines and stuff like that, all prepared, and carry yourself a different way, and enhance what you do, not only in college but now in the pros.
I am all, you're here in St. Louis, on in St. Louis, so we're all very familiar with Orlando Pace, and
Mhm.
he is still one guy. You see all these athletes walking around here. Anytime he's around, it's still astonishing just how big of a guy he he was, and I can imagine as a defensive lineman, Haskell, that you are probably happy you never had to go one-on-one against a guy like that.
Oh, I mean, I gotta shout out my guy Dewan Jones. He's big in stature, just like Orlando Pace. So I could only imagine going against him. Dewan's he's gonna be going in his junior season. He's an offensive tackle for us. He's about 6'8", 380 pounds.
Jesus.
So yeah, um, I mean, Ohio at the Ohio State, we bring in the best of the best, and that's why iron sharpens iron, and those guys are, that's why Ohio State produces the guys that they produce, because we're always, not only on Saturdays are we going against the best, but week in and week out we are.
God, I think you're going to be doing just fine on Sundays if that's what you're doing, going up against at practice there,
Hmm. Yeah.
there in Columbus. Haskell, man, hey, thank you so much. Best of luck when your name is called. You've lived all over the country, so wherever you go isn't going to be a huge culture shock to you, I can imagine.
No, yes, sir. And thank you so much for having me on the show.
Absolutely. There he is, defensive lineman for The Ohio State University and future draft pick coming up here in a few weeks. He is Haskell Garrett here with us on Claibs Online.
St. Louis Acura was the #1 Acura dealer in Missouri in 2021, and we were the 17th in the nation for Acura sales volume. We sell over 100 pre-owned vehicles monthly, and we service all of the makes and models that we sell. We are waiting for verification of our 30th Acura Precision Team Award, the only dealer in the nation with so many awards for customer satisfaction and dealership performance. We have 300 pre-owned vehicles in stock right now. St. Louis Acura, better than ever for you.